Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. I am Sassy Funke and I'm a Nigerian travel and lifestyle vlogger. I really hope you enjoyed this flight review I'm about to do for my trip from Addis Ababa all the way to Lagos. I decided to spend a little bit of money upgrading my flight at the airport from economy to business class. So I really hope you guys enjoy it, and don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you like it and subscribe if you're new. Let's go. The first thing I noticed in business class was the huge screens. The in-flight entertainment TV screens were absolutely huge and it really stood out. Business class was really lovely with only 28 seats, which was lovely. It was literally like 4 rows and about 7 seats in each row. What I loved also was the fact that the spacing between the seating and the TV was so spread out. There was a lot of space for me to literally like party in between my seats. On our seat was a toiletry bag that had a lot of goodies in there and also some complimentary water, which was nice. We also had special headphones that were the really cushy, nice ones, not the ones you get in economy, you know what I mean. Before takeoff, we were offered some champagne and some juice, and of course I chose champagne. Oh, this was me doing my intro that was super bad because of the audio, so I had to replace it with this voiceover. A quick safety briefing. Before takeoff, we were already given this beautiful Cloud9 menu. Cloud9 is what Ethiopian Airlines actually calls their business class. The menu was pretty much a mini magazine which gave deep insights into where our food came from, just a lot of history. And I love the fact that the menu that was given to us was very extensive in terms of choice. If you notice, on the menu was actually also Ethiopian national dishes, which I thought was a lovely touch into the menu. Yes, the menu, as I mentioned, was very extensive. A lot of background into the different wines and what you could pair them with, which was lovely to know, even though I didn't try all of it. So since we're still taxiing on the runway, I decided to show you guys what was actually in the toiletry bag. The toiletry bag they gave us was yellow in color, which was very bright, and inside it was a pair of socks, which is standard, eye cover, earplugs, a comb to comb my hair, toothbrush, and some lip balm, which I needed to make use of ASAP. So that was actually lovely to have. And finally, there was, I think, a toothpick and a pen in there. I was really glad that the blanket that they had in business class was so nice. It was so big and very warm. I have a pet peeve with those thin blankets we get in economy, so I was very happy that this blanket was super warm and super comfortable. What was also lovely about the business class seats was that you could completely control them to recline flat into a bed, which was lovely. One thing I was very grateful for in business class was the fact that I could actually charge my laptop. In economy, I could only charge my phone with my USB cable, but there was no proper plug to charge my laptop. The next thing I did was simply to just get my headphones on and relax, and of course find a movie to watch. I don't know how some of you guys go and sleep on flights. I always maximize my time and basically watch movies. I watched The Commuter and it was amazing. Not long after we took off, the air hostess came over. She explained the meals that we're going to be having throughout the course of the flight. She basically took my order for the flight. She was very patient to really explain the different meals to me because there were a lot of traditional meals that I definitely wanted to try, but I didn't quite know what they were. So she was very nice. What I noticed with the Ethiopian Airlines air hostesses is that they're very patient, they're very smiley, they're very welcoming. And yeah, overall, I actually think they make a lot of the experience for me on the flight. So that was really lovely. So first came the starter, and the starter was very, very lovely. I loved the display, and I got straight into it. There was some salads, bread, and some smoked fish, and there were all these condiments like mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and of course butter. Who doesn't love butter? For my main meal, I decided to have the chicken option. The chicken option was so, so delicious. Like, the flavors that they use in cooking their food was phenomenal. I have to say that this probably is the best meal I've had on a flight before. Just so much flavor, so delicious, and it's just yummy. I decided to review the toilet of the business class on Ethiopian Airlines. Interesting, I found it very similar to an economy standard toilet. I was expecting a little bit more. I don't know, I just thought that there could have been more, maybe the size wise or in terms of the amenities that were provided. But nevertheless, there were wipes there. There was actually sanitary pads, which I thought was very thoughtful in case females have accidents. So that's great to have that there. But I felt the size of the toilet was quite small, and I would have loved if it was a little bit bigger. To be honest, this was probably the only thing that I was a little bit disappointed about on the flight. As in, if the toilet was bigger and nicer, I don't know, more modern, for example, I think this flight would have been the best business class ever. But overall, it was decent, it was functional, and one can't complain about that. Now it was time to actually try the Ethiopian national dishes. I pretty much tried every single thing that was mentioned on there, a bit of everything. And the air hostess told me that I had to use my hands to be really authentic. I guess it's similar to how we Nigerians eat our eba with our hands and soup. So, which I thought was odd for being on a plane, but I thought it was very creative too. And of course, I dug in with my hands. Guys, this is a quick debrief of how my flight went. It was my first time flying Ethiopian business class, and to be honest, I was quite impressed by it. Number one, I felt it had much bigger space compared to, for example, the Air France business class, much more spacious. I felt the service was pretty much the same as sort of like the BAs and the Air France. The food was quite good. What I loved was the fact that we had the traditional Ethiopian food to try with our hands. So I think that experience for me actually made the flight interesting because it was something new, something different, and I had to use my hands to eat that. So that was lovely. The bathroom, to be honest, I was a little bit disappointed because I always expect business class bathrooms to be bigger and much fancier. and I felt the Ethiopian business class bathroom was pretty much an economy bathroom, but just like with nicer features. Not features, I guess, but the same size. Nothing, big or particularly special about that. The only negative I would say about the flight, to be honest, was that I don't feel the deep clean planes these days. So I felt like I just a lot of dirty parts in between, seating and things like that, which I think they could do better at, because people like me actually look at things like that. Overall, the flight was brilliant. The movie selection was great. I watched a few movies which I love. Even the bed was I'm a small person. Even the bed, I believe, was actually too big for me because I'm quite small. Would I recommend it? I would recommend it. And just to clarify with you guys, I booked an economy ticket, but when I got to the airport in Addis Ababa, I requested an upgrade, which I paid about $400 US dollars for an upgrade, which is quite decent compared to when you think about other airlines. I'll tell you to bring like $900, $1,000 from economy to Cloud9, which is their business, which was absolutely lovely. $400, 100%, it was worth it. That is the end of my review. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you want me to do more of these videos, make sure you give me a thumbs up. It really encourages me and lets me know that you really enjoy videos like this in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.